Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Shaman King. So yes, I did promise that I will be trying to get out this episode of Shaman King out over the weekend just to catch up to the latest episode because we are in the midst of the Asorazan arc. And I actually do believe that this is the last episode of the Asorazan arc. Obviously I haven't watched it yet, but I have seen a few compilations and some discussion threads and whatnot, so that is, even though I didn't really click into it, I do believe that this is the last episode of the arc. So a bit of a bummer that it's ending all so soon, and it really represents only a little tiny bit portion of the entire story, but hey, I wouldn't miss it for anything, right? And hopefully we end on a high note and we get some special stuff at the end of all of it as well. So anyways, last episode where we left off, we got Anna and Yo getting into a little bit of a pinch, with Anna birthing, I guess for lack of a better word, a greater demon, or a big demon as they like to call it. And now Yo is up to going to try and save Anna as alongside Matamune, right? And so what's going to happen there? Well, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Asorazan. By the way, if you guys don't remember that guy, that's the guy from the store. And because Yo saved him, they met in the festival. So now he's gonna take Yo to Asorasan. Oh, no opening here. Okay. That's a good sign for me. That means we're devoting more time to the actual episode. And potentially the ending as well. So what's the brilliant idea? Power up. Where'd you get those clothes? Oh, actually, never mind. That's why Hao went crazy. And now he's trying to conquer the world. You know, out of all the things, he's like, "You're gonna catch a cold there, Anna!" Mama. Over so in. Hey. Demon Slayer. That translation. Oh well. Yeesh. Basically, what happened with Amidamaru at the very beginning. So his spirit. Although technically, because there was a medium there, so you could argue that that is actually an oversoul. The dude's like, "Who is this strange boy?" Just here talking to himself. Anna. I mean, if it's a spirit, it can come back someday, right? Reciting a poem to the very end. This is the Demon Slayer, Onigoroshi. The literal translation of it is kills demons, or demon killer. I guess the translator here decided to call it Demon Slayer. I love this. I still wish we could have had this 15 years ago, though, with a younger Hayashibara-san voicing Anna. I mean, that's kind of like the offer's way of copping out of this, but it is still a little bit, you know. Yeah, and that's what Anna is wearing around her. And those free claws is also the necklace around Yo. The aftermath. Good thing she didn't become a NEET, right? She sure did. The beginning of modern Anna. Oh wait, this background music. I think it's the song. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I think it's quite obvious Anna has a lot of Furiku. Maybe even, probably even more than Yo has right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is! Ah, it's the Asura-sen song. Double slap! Don't forget, the promise, of course, is to take her as bride and also to save her, right? Oh, are they actually going to? There we go, the poems. Oh damn, they did it! Oh my god, they did it! Oh man, to see this song actually being used for an animation of Shaman King. I am literally tearing up right now. I think this is actually the original version as well. Nah, this I don't think this is current Hayashibara-san saying this. This is Manamune's poem, by the way. Oh, actually, is this re-recorded? Really? I'm gonna have to look this up. Yeah, the song itself is called, or it's technically the poem is called Osorazan Vor, which is essentially literally translate. Ah, here we go. By the way, yeah, there we go. Au revoir. So French for kind of like meeting or a date. You know, that meeting at Osorazan. Of course they had to do it. Of course they had to do it. Ah. Alright, and then next episode we return to the current day. That was all a flashback, by the way. Arising from Anna picking up Yo's what's that called? That shaman device, whatever it's called. Spirit bell, spirit thing. But anyways, there's a lot I want to talk about. I want to do some research as well, so I'll see you guys after this. Alright guys, so I am so glad that they did it. So basically, this is what I was hoping for, that at the end of this arc they would use this song as the ending song just to close the entire arc out. I am so glad they really know what the fans want, and yeah, I am completely satisfied by the fact that they have put this ending song in here. And it is actually the original version. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Hayashibara-san, God bless her, is not going to be able to sing in the same way right now with her current voice and all. Yeah, it's just... I mean, most people who are watching this series at this point probably are already fans of the series. You've most probably read through the entire manga of it as well. But, you know, on the off chance that there are some, I did recall some new fans coming here. watching Shaman King for the first time, and presumably from some of the discussion from in the comments, it seems that there's also many people who just only watched the original Shaman King, animation and not really went through the entire manga. So this arc is literally completely new here, right? It was not in the original animation. It only existed as, I believe, drama CDs. So basically a read along from the seiyus and whatnot. So now finally we get this entire arc within the anime, and included with it is this legendary song as well. So let me talk a little bit about this song first, right? Because to me that is definitely the climax, the biggest thing to come out of all this. So at the end of this particular arc in the original manga, we saw that Manamune had these poems, right? 3 poems that he wrote. So I believe the 3 poems that were there, one was addressed to Yo, one was addressed to Anna. I think the third one was just like the sort of general one, right? Like Manamune's closing thoughts to all of this. And that is essentially the song here. So it was originally just a poem in the manga, and it was like a full poem as well, right? If I recall correctly, it was literally like a full 2-page spread and whatnot of I still remember it. It was a train, moving through the night. I mean, I'm talking about the actual manga there. The train moving through the night, and then we had the lyrics there printed on the pages, which is kind of like also why I was so excited in the current ending, like the original, like the ending from these few episodes, right? The second half of the anime, like not this ending, but the ending that has been changed. The second ending, is it the second ending? Yeah, the second ending, right? Which is or is it the third ending? Why am I? Anyways, it's the one with the train and the cat there, right, with Manamune there, because it kind of like ties back into this very important scene within the arc, the closure of all of this. But anyways, so we had this poem, and apparently there was a fan that liked this so much, right, that was so moved by this particular arc that he or she, I think it's a he, right, and created an entire song based on this poem, and uploaded it to the internet, right? It's basically a fan song, if you will, and it was uploaded onto the famous Japanese video sharing website Nico Nico Doga. So there was this song, and apparently the original author really liked it as well, and thought that it was a great addition to the work. So again, this was not created by the original author. This was entirely fan made, but the original author liked it so much that she actually asked Hayashibara-san, the voice actress of Anna, to sing it. And it's a funny thing here, right? Because it's been a while since I read up on it, but if I recall correctly, so Hayashibara-san basically sang it, and then she uploaded it as well, as a sort of like derived work, because the original creator of this song, he actually used a Vocaloid to sing it, right? So the Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku, those kinds of video synthesizer software, voice synthesizer software to sing it, and but the original author wanted to really add it into, voice synthesizers are one thing, but it's another thing entirely when it's actually the characters within the series singing it, right? So that's why the author asked Hayashibara-san to sing it. She sang it initially anonymously, so it caused a kind of like a rumblings within the fandom, if you will. Everybody's like, whoa, who is this girl singing it? It sounds so much like Hayashibara-san, and so on and so forth. And eventually she did come out and say, yes, it is I who sang it. And obviously, because she is the voice actress of Anna, this song now has become essentially canon to the entire thing. And here but it's essentially, right, because obviously it's received the blessings of the author and of the voice actress, but still you can't really say it's completely official. But here, now that they have put this into the official Shaman King animation as a ending song here, right, that makes this completely 100% canon at this point. So, really love it. And yeah, that's basically it, right? And by the way, the entire poem, so like I said, there's 3 poems, and they basically talk, they're basically Madamune's parting words, his I guess you can't really say will, right? But just his parting letter to Anna, to Yo, and also, I guess, in essence, to us, the readers, in a sense. And so if you go back and read the lyrics and whatnot, it's sort of kind of like what Masamune thinks about the entire situation and whatnot. This is just a beautiful and sad story at this point in time, at this point in the series, that really has very long-lasting consequences for the entirety of the series. And in fact, you could say this is one of the foundations of the series as well, Anna's relationship with Yo, right? And it doesn't really spring out to you, right, if you only look at this from a shonen battle manga, battle anime perspective and whatnot. And heck, you can even argue that Anna isn't really there for a majority of these episodes, and so on and so forth. But this entire story really revolves around them, and the relationship between I guess you can't really say relationship, but it's sort of like an indirect parallel or indirect relationship to Hao, who is literally the biggest antagonist of the story, right? And this will carry on into the future as well, as part of how we eventually come to a conclusion to this story. So it's really important. So once again, absolutely love this arc. Is there anything else I want to add about this? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? I do love how the entire thing ended as well, still being Anna being Anna to the very end, right? Doing things her own way, literally not speaking with Yo for a week, and then, only like literally traveling with Yo for one station, and then that being that. And of course, them having those cute little moments, that's great. And if I do recall, actually, after that, I was kind of talking at this point, so I'm not sure if the anime mentioned it, but basically, after they had that interaction, I believe, see, this is how it sticks out to me, right? Yo and Anna sat in silence the entire way until the next station, where then she just left without really saying anything beyond, you made a promise, so that, and then obviously crying at the very end, but not allowing Yo to see it. But, and that was the beginning, kind of the current Anna that we see, the ever strong, really kind of bossy and whatnot, and you could say cold and harsh and so on and so forth. But ultimately, deep within her, the unshakable faith and love in Yo. I rather than. Honestly, rather than couples being all lovey-dovey and whatnot, this type of relationship just, I don't know, it just tickles me, alright? And I just love their relationship so much. They rarely actually show it, but, if we go through all these, this is 33 episodes in, right? And disregarding this particular arc, if we, all the way up to, like, episode 28 or 29 or whatnot, we had maybe, like, 3 or 4 different episodes where there were instances where Anna and Yo showed affection toward each other, right? There was a few, obviously there are a few ones that instantly stand out in my mind, like, for instance, the time when, the instance where Yo was about to have his very first Shaman King battle, the part where he was going to travel to America, and Yo and Anna thought that they wouldn't see each other again for a long time. The part where they meet once again after so long, and then obviously right now, right? Just as a reminder, this entire flashback art happened because Anna was picking up Yo's spirit bell, that little thing on that tells people's Furokus, and is part of the Shaman King, what's it called? The Shaman King tournament. I don't know. You could view it as like an ID pass of some sort, right? You gotta have this. Is it spirit bell or oracle bell? I think it's actually called the oracle bell, right? I literally can't remember right now, but anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. And obviously there is going to be a little bit of a mention to this in the next episode as well, as we return to the modern day. And there is going to be a moment there between them that I am absolutely looking forward to as well. So yeah, and that's basically why this arc is so important, right? And it is such a huge crime that it was not animated in the original animation like 19-20 years ago. It's so sad. It's so sad. And even as a fan, right? Even as a fan, even though I absolutely love that they are asking the original Seiyu to come back and voice this, just out of respect and all that, it still absolutely pains me to think that we could have had this arc with the with the original Yo voice with Hayashibara while she was younger, and could really still do the Anna voices, because like, let's be clear here, right now Anna does not sound anything like a young girl. All right. She sounds like an older girl, if you guys know what I mean. Not even a girl, an older woman, I would say. So, it's just, I mean, I guess better late than never, and better that we do have something like this rather than never having it. I mean, and I guess technically, if you do want to sort of like relive all of that and listen to the voices again, you could watch the dramas. You could listen to the drama CDs, which do have them. I do believe they do actually. Yeah. In the drama CDs, they do go through the entire arc, the Osora-san arc here. So we could still have that as well. It's just just that little bit of sort of like a too bad kind of feeling. Beyond that, though, do I have some issues with this arc? Honestly, I guess you could nitpick some things, and this is, disregarding whether it's an adaptation or not. I'm talking about the original manga series as well, which is, it's kind of like a sort of like more of a hand-wavy thing, right? The author, obviously, at the very end there says, Yo didn't really completely realize what he was doing at this point, and so that's how we even though he literally had done all of this before, right? Using oversouls, and fighting against demons and understanding the concept of Ryuku and all of that kind of advanced stuff. It doesn't really explain how he was such a newbie back at the beginning of Shaman King, right, when he was starting out the first time without even knowing how to do an oversoul and whatnot. But hey, I think that's a common problem with a lot of shonen, right? Especially ones that do eventually delve into like the past, or like characters knowing each other during childhood, or having their abilities, having some special events happening during childhood. It's a common problem. It's a common trope for all of them. So I can't really just completely blame Shaman King for that. It's just if you really want to nitpick and whatnot, that is part of the entire thing as well. But beyond that, though, if we take that sort of continuity issue aside, like, this is still honestly one of my favorite arcs of all time in all of manga. Animation, maybe not so, but manga, definitely. And the particular volume that this resides in the original Shaman King, needs to be absolutely treasured. So yeah, anyways, but, all good things must come to an end, and with this, we are officially concluded with the flashback with the Osora-san arc, and starting from the next episode, we go back to the current day, to the modern day, where the Shaman King tournament is actually still going on, and we actually still have literally like 20 episodes left before Shaman King finally concludes, right? So, still got a lot of stuff to do, but now we know about Manamune, we know about Hao's situation, we know about Anna's situation, and Yo's situation, and so, with that in mind, we have a better basis, or better foundation as to what will happen in the future regarding all of them and whatnot. And Manamune, well, let's just say that obviously with such an important character here, as such an important character to Hao's past as well, it's definitely going to come up again in the future, right? So not gonna spoil anything though, but let's just leave it at that. So anyways, thank you guys for this, and once again, if you guys would like to know anything else in regards to sort of an arc or whatnot, do let me know. Or, you know, if you are already a big fan of the series, or maybe even only of the original animation or whatnot, maybe, you know, do let me know like what you think about this particular arc as well. Whether you're a newcomer or just you know, a diehard fan or whatnot. I'm sure that everybody should have something to say about this particular arc here. And in terms of adaptation wise, I wouldn't really say there's anything particularly missing. I do still feel like innately it seems a little bit faster than I remembered it, considering that this is literally an entire volume, right? Which is, I think it comprised of about 12 chapters? 12 or 12 to... Were there that many? 12 chapters? I don't know. Maybe it's just well, if you think about it, 4 episodes is literally like 80 minutes, right? So we actually spent a lot of time here. I don't know. Maybe it's just because in a manga you can, like, when you're reading it, you can just constantly go back and forth and whatnot. So it feels like the things stretch out a little bit more. But honestly, I don't think they actually cut out anything here, nor did they rush anything. I could be misremembering it. Definitely, from just from a feeling perspective, it feels fast, but I can't really pinpoint on anything that they left out here. You know, all the cute scenes, all the cute moments and whatnot. Sure, I actually did notice a few dialogues being perhaps cut here and there, maybe the camera work being a little bit too hasty just on 1 or 2 scenes, but that's, you know, that's really because, you know, I love this arc so much that I want more of it. But anyways, yeah, do let me know what you guys think of this. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.